Joe Rogan, a well-known seeker of truth and exposer of hidden agendas, is reportedly revealing the celebrity identities in Diddy's controversial footage, backing up claims previously made by Jaguar Wright.
People are saying all of this Diddy commotion isn't what we should be focused on. Like, it's just a distraction.
I'm gonna tell you who I believe is on the tape. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak-off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians. And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many times at Diddy party, especially that weirdo.
To begin with a major name, Kim Porter.
Porter is the real Puff.
Y'all don't be listening, but I hear
But she said that first.
Say.
But she said that first though. When she said Kim Porter was the real Puff, nobody's listening. Nobody's hearing it. Or like, that's not my business. My business is little Hollywood stuff.
Diddy's relationship with his late ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, is under fresh scrutiny as his legal issues escalate after his recent arrest on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, claims he denies amid allegations of his controlling behavior. These developments echo similar accusations from his ex, Cassie, who filed a sexual abuse lawsuit against him in 2023. The situation has reignited questions around his relationship with Porter, who passed away in 2018.
He came out with a new album, man, called Love, and he got a song on there called Kim Porter. How you feel about that?
I think that's probably a great thing to do. You know what I'm saying? To honor the person that you said you love. To honor the woman who gave you a scar on your wrist for the rest of your life that you could always look at and remember. You know what I'm saying? So if he put that song out there to her, I guess he wanted to honor her. But he gonna always remember her. Kim was who Kim was. And then if he ever try to forget her, all he had to do is look at his wrist.
What you mean by that when you say that, Kim Porter gave Puffy a scar?
One night, when they were at home, at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital. I met him over there to the hospital. It was me, him, and Kim in the hospital when he was bleeding like crazy. And that was the beginning of him. And that's the first thing I knew about people getting hooked on opioids. You know what I'm saying? And that was from that accident. Oh, that was from the incident with him and Kim. When she wasn't taking that, she wasn't gonna take that ass whooping, and she got him off of him the best way she could.
Right. From your point of view, right, how would you describe Puffy and Kim Porter relationship when you was around?
Oh, it was volatile. It was like, damn it she do, damn it she don't. Like Kim could not be with nobody else and he knew it. And he could do whatever he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And even when he was with J-Lo, like we'll put J-Lo in the house and he'll call and Kim wouldn't answer. And if she was out, he would ask the babysitter, do you know where she at? Well, she said she was gonna be here because she had Kristen at the time. You know what I mean? So now we going where Kim is at. And if she was with somebody, he made it very uncomfortable for that person to be with. Using the bodyguards.
What you mean by that?
Like if we was there, you know, you're not gonna be sitting up there, you know, and he pushing up on Kim, you're not gonna do nothing to him while we there, or you not gonna say nothing to him while we there. Dude would just either step out or step away, or Kim would just get in another car and go or whatever.
Right, but from the outside looking in, right, from my point of view, it does look like he, you know, is living with a regret when it comes to it.
My man coulda, woulda, shoulda, all that look good for the media.
Diddy and Kim Porter were together for 13 years, from 1994 to 2007, and shared twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie, along with two sons, Christian and Quincy Brown, with Diddy adopting Quincy from Kim's previous relationship with Al B. Shore. As investigations into Diddy's behavior proceed, questions have arisen about whether Kim faced similar challenges during their relationship. An insider, who worked closely with them, shared alarming details in an interview with Hot 7, shedding light on Diddy's controlling tendencies. The insider recounted one incident before the 2003 MTV Awards when Diddy refused to leave until Kim's hair looked exactly as he wanted, fixating on a single curl and stating, "We're not leaving until this curl is right." The insider also described a violent encounter at an Atlanta nightclub where they fought, and Diddy reportedly hit Kim with a bottle. She defended herself by throwing one back. "I remember thinking, wow, she's standing up for herself," the insider recalled. Diddy, however, downplayed the incident, saying, "We're just two people who love each other." The insider found the exchange disturbing.
We all know about the time that she cut Diddy with a corkscrew. Do you recall any other time that her and Diddy got into it?
Well, I could hear it in the suite, in the hotel suite. And then sometimes when when Kim lived on 70th something street, and I would go upstairs with Diddy, you could hear this in the hallway. And I would just shake my head when he come out or whatever, and Kim would be in the house. And it's always about where she was at or who she was dealing with. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna see you physically put your hands on nobody. I don't give a who you are or what. I'm not gonna see you physically put your hands on her. You understand? That's not gonna be me. You know, first of all, I can't. The position I was in, you understand? Investigator for child abuse, worked for Elite Investigations, New York State parole officer. I'm mandated to do something. You understand? I'm mandated to do something. If she says, yo, his bodyguard was right there, but I'm still moonlighting, I'm moonlighting as his bodyguard, I'm working as his bodyguard, but I still have that other function as a state officer. I'm mandated to do something.
Crazy, man. So you could hear Diddy putting hands on Kim Porter.
Well, see, he always do it, like I told you, he'd be doing that. He'll start off, he'll have something on his mind, and he'll like that play fight with them. You understand? And he'll be hurting them when they to the point where they'll be like, yo, stop. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they got the room is locked, you don't hear none of that. And then, you know, Kim would walk out in her white robe, and you could see it in her face. But what are you gonna do?
Right. I always wanted to ask you this, man. Do you know anything about these after parties that Diddy be having?
Which after parties? There's a lot of after parties. There's a lot of after parties for a lot of different reasons. There's after parties if we doing it at the hotel after we do a party, or there's after parties after the after party. You understand?
Right. I guess the one people talk about is the after party.
Well, those will be when him and somebody that he needs something from or wants something from, and he'll get those girls and he'll line them up with.
The insider also disclosed troubling details about Diddy's treatment of Kim Porter following one of their breakups. According to the source, Diddy placed Kim in an apartment on the Upper West Side, reportedly in poor condition. She told me the place was infested with rats, the insider recalled, adding that Kim once found rat droppings in her boots, which prompted her to leave. Al B. Shore, Kim's former partner, has also voiced concerns regarding her death. Recently, he released a book titled * Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side *, available on Amazon just a week before Diddy's arrest. The book allegedly includes data Kim saved on a flash drive, which she entrusted to friends before her sudden passing in 2018 from lobar pneumonia.
At least 1 or 2 steps ahead. She knew how it worked. She just miscalculated at the end.
Miscalculated to the level in which he'd go, or
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for her, she thought not even he would be willing to do that. You know, especially in the way he did it.
Right.
I'm still surprised that people have the ability to question it when her casket was pre-ordered.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Like, that fact in detail, people keep forgetting to mention. She had her casket ready 3 weeks before she died. Custom.
Al B. Shore has been outspoken on social media about Kim Porter's death. In a September Instagram post, he wrote, "For over a decade and a half, I've been posting and tagging various law enforcement agencies, hoping to protect loved ones and prevent avoidable tragedies." He mentioned that his efforts had often been ignored or ridiculed. Shore also claimed attempts were made to silence him from revealing the insights Porter shared during their close conversations. He added that Porter's devices went missing and that notes intended for her memoir were stolen, hinting at a possible cover-up in what he described as her tragic murder.
Because there's always been a rumor for a while now that, you know, she got killed because she was exposing a lot of stuff in her book. Is there any truth to that?
Unless they can hide unless she did her book on Google Duo and it's in the clouds and they could get somebody to get it out of there, she ain't got no book. It's just a conspiracy. Kim, it was alleged that she did have a book and that her book was about to come out. And she was talking about all the perils, everything that she went through in the music business and with Diddy. All the men that they slept with together, because there were men that they slept with together. There were swinging times that they slept with together. I don't know, man. How do you put your girl through some like that? Or how do you look at your girl and knowing that she sexing another dude? What kind of demonic mind you have to be that far gone where that don't bother you for somebody that you love? But Kim Book was going to express all that. And I hope she did her book on Google Docs or she did her book somewhere that is floating in the cloud of the internet that somebody could go get it one day. Because any picture you take, anything that you write or say, it's in that internet cloud. You just gotta go get it. And one day, somebody gonna go get it. But I'm sure that probably got hold to those tablets or whatever she had, allegedly, and got rid of them. They swimming with the fishes.
Wow, man. So she was about to expose all that in her book, them sleeping with men together.
She was gonna expose everything. I heard it was tell all.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just curious, right? Did you know that Diddy and Kim had that type of relationship back then, in real time?
Yeah. Because I know somebody personally that lives in Atlanta that was swinging with them, and I would never mention his name because he's a good brother and he knows my family down there. You know, he knows my family down there, and I would never, put his name out there like that. He's been in the music business. He done put a lot of groups, A-listed groups out there, especially A-listed groups from Atlanta. So I would never put his name out there like that. But, I got the key, I got the pass key to everything. But then when, they needed more ice or they needed bottles and stuff like that, when I used to go to the door and I knock on the door and they open the door, and then, my nosy ass, whoa, you see certain shit. Or they sitting in the jacuzzi together.
Jin Deal also believes that Diddy may have been involved in Kim Porter's death.
What I really believe is that they might got into a little spat, a little fight, or something went down, and Puff did that play fighting stuff that he always do, and that pillow fighting stuff, and probably smothered her. But I wouldn't say that on the air. I wouldn't let people know that he probably smothered her to death, and because she had a bad cold or she felt some kind of way that she died doing them having that play fight with the pillow fights and everything and smothered her. But I'm not gonna say nothing like that on the program because I don't want to get myself in trouble. As far as saying that with him and say, oh, he said this and he said that. Nah, I'm just being facetious. I'm just being sarcastic that if, in those type of realms and those type of things, because I'm never gonna say that he probably smothered her to death. I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they rush to do the coroner come in and say, yo, she had pneumonia. She died of pneumonia, but nobody did no autopsy or nothing like that. Get out of here. Have her funeral, put her in a gold casket. It takes, 2 months to get those gold caskets? Had it within a week? Oh, you're a millionaire. I guess you can. You're a multi-millionaire. You can get it that quick. Then had somebody at the funeral home. Had a bodyguard at the funeral home watching the dead body for 24 hours up until the funeral.
Many people have attempted to discredit the memoir by calling it fake. However, Jaguar Wright suspects that a more sinister agenda may be driving this narrative.
Diddy's PR team, the smartest thing for you to do would be create your own version of the Kim Porter book. And make sure it gets pushed out there first, so anything that comes after will always be held in question. It's brilliant. Yeah. It's great spin. Yeah. Get his version out before the real version come out. Y'all better believe everything that Al B. Shore says. It's about to get disgusting. See, this is the thing. Kim's official book was never sent out to anybody in complete form. See, this is T. How I know that the book isn't completely reputable. I know that there's a lot of truth in that book. But it is spin, and it is brilliant spin, and it is juicy spin. And I'm going to show y'all the value. of what understanding how to spin narratives can change jury's mind. Yeah.
Even more chilling is the notion that while Kim Porter was trying to expose Diddy, Jennifer Lopez allegedly shielded him, aiding in his evasion of accountability.
Went on Sean because Diddy found the witness against Sean and brought him forward. So I guess that's how you do your man when you don't want to go to jail. That's what happened, bro. Sean said it in the whole interview. On that documentary that Sean did from jail, he spoke about that, but he forgave him.
If that was you, would you forgive him?
Man, I wouldn't, bruh. I'm not into forgiving. That's for crime.
You know, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas and that I
saw a birthday cake.
Went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. So let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were bombale. This is
Al B. Shore has been outspoken on social media about Kim Porter's death. In a September Instagram post, he wrote, "For over a decade and a half, I've been posting and tagging various law enforcement agencies, hoping to protect loved ones and prevent avoidable tragedies." He mentioned that his efforts had often been ignored or ridiculed. Shore also claimed attempts were made to silence him from revealing the inside.
Right here, in my nose, in between my eyes, which means I'm facing directly at you. Just like I'm looking at you and I can tell you got on black shades. They kind of look like Gazelles and an Adidas shirt. That's exactly how I was looking at him. And I watched him shoot me. The first thing I said when the bullet hit me, and listen, when right before the muzzle flash went off, when I had turned back to look, I heard God's voice say, "Relax, you are about to get hit, calm down." And when I screamed, "No," pop, pop, and it hit me dead in my face. And I never passed out, I never fell, I never cried, everybody started running and...
That he's just in a lot of pictures and he's over there a lot. Objectively, you kind of have to wonder. It's kind of hard not to. You know, like for me, it's a little different because, you know, I once knew him, not in about, 20 years. And, I know Puff. So it's like the stuff that I'm hearing, like even the stuff that's already been admitted, like, the pause, the freak off parties. It's like shocking to me, the reality of that was going on and I didn't know. So right in this moment, like almost anything is possible. Like I would hear certain rumors and they were just too far-fetched to me. But the accusations that are being made, they're beyond the stuff that I was even hearing about. So again, I would hope that he doesn't and was not involved in any of these things. Just regardless to whether they were illegal or not. Just morally, you know, it would be shocking to me, and I'm sure to the rest of the world, if he gets caught up in that. But the way they're painting this picture on TikTok and virally, and you know, a lot of the things that are being said often, it's hard not to trigger suspicion.
Dash expressed his surprise at the allegations against Diddy, which include claims of organizing so-called freak-off parties and accusations that Diddy spiked drinks with horse tranquilizer. Referring to the claims, Dash said this:
If he was, pause, undercover gay, because I didn't know it, and obviously if he was knocking men out and they were waking up violated, he's making somebody gay that doesn't want to be gay. So I'm like, what was in them drinks? And then I'm starting to think like, damn, when did hip hop start to lose its masculinity? When did dudes, and again, no disrespect to nobody, but like toughness started wearing dresses and pocketbooks, like maybe that could be the reason. And I'm just thinking it through. Like maybe that could be the reason why hip hop took a turn for the feminine, because that shit, if homie was really putting in people's drinks and he's making the liquor, and again, I don't know, and I'm not even saying it to be funny, but they saying, homie was putting in motherfucking baby oil. So how could you trust that person to serve you drinks at such a big scale?